students, today we are going to learn tense, and this is specially prepared for class 9 and 10 students. So basically we have three kinds of tenses. We know that past, present and future. So this past, present and future has four forms. We all know that present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect continuous. And similarly past also has four forms, future also has four forms. So altogether we have 12 forms of tenses. So now we are going to learn all these forms of tenses one by one and its uses. So when we talk about tense, first comes the present tense. So we have four forms of present, four forms. So these four forms, the first one is present indefinite tense. So I'm just putting it in short, indefinite, ing. Now, the pattern, you all have to know what is the pattern of present indefinite. Present indefinite is subject, first form of the verb, object. Very simple. In present indefinite, you do not need to take all form of be verbs. It's just a combination of subject, first form of the verb and object. This is the pattern of present indefinite tense which everyone has to remember. So like we can form a sentence out of this. He, subject, as you know, goes is verb, first form of the verb. He goes to school is object. So this is the outcome of this pattern. Now, as we are focusing on tense and its uses, which is more important for you right now, other part you have done in class 8 and 7. So let's come to present indefinite tense and its uses. What are the uses of present indefinite tense? So the first use of present indefinite tense is number one, expresses habitual action. Expresses habitual action. Present indefinite is simple and easy. Expresses habitual action. What does it mean by expressing habitual action? For example, we have habitual actions every day, like getting up in the morning, brushing our teeth, going to school. So these are done regularly every day, and these kind of actions are known as habitual actions. So when you want to express this kind of habitual actions, you have to use present indefinite tense. You can't use past, you can't use future, you can't use even present perfect. You have to just use present indefinite tense because you are expressing a habitual action which you do regularly on a time basis on a certain time period. So the first one we have is habitual action. Some sentences: I go to school every day, he takes bath in the morning, right? The sun rises in the east. This is not habitual. The sun rises in the east is known as universal truth. So we are talking about habitual action. Example: I brush my teeth. And most of these sentences will always take every day, everywhere. So this kind of words will be added, which will show you that this is present indefinite tense. Now let's move on to present perfect tense. Not present perfect tense. Let's move on to the second one. The second rule, that is, we have the second one is to express a universal truth or what is always true in the nature. To express a universal truth or what is always true in the nature. In short, I will just write universal truth. Universal truth. So, what are the things which we can consider, or what kind of sentences we can consider as universal truth? For example, the sun rises in the east. It is true, it is a fact, and we have to consider it, we have to accept it, right? The blood is red in color. It is fact, and we have to accept it, that this is truth, universal truth, universally accepted. So you can't use any other sentences or any other tenses here. You have to just use present indefinite. So we have the first one, we have present indefinite, expresses habitual action. Second one, universal truth. Now let's go to the third. The third one is, I would like to focus on one simple thing, that is to express an action in the near future. To express an action in the near future. What do you mean by express an action in the near future? To express an action in the near future, when we say, to express an action in the near future means any kind of action which is going to happen in the near future, like tomorrow, like after 3 hours, yeah, after 1 week, after 1 month. So such actions you can express it in present indefinite. The same thing you also can express in present continuous also, future indefinite also. So it will come later, okay, when we do about future and when we do about past or present continuous, it will come. So, but let's know about present indefinite first. So what are you going to do in this kind of situation? When I say our school closes for the summer vacation, our school closes for the summer vacation, for the summer break, or we can say summer vacation, right? So here, this entire thing of summer break or summer vacation is coming very closely, coming very near, maybe next week or next month or in the next 10 days. So you can use this kind of sentences in this kind of situation. Our school closes for the summer break, right? The school reopens on Monday. The school is reopening on Monday, you already know, right? So things in the near future which you already know, you can express it in present indefinite tense. This is a third. And the fourth is we use always present indefinite tense when the exclamatory sentence which begin with here and there. So, for example, there are some sentences, some exclamatory sentences, and these exclamatory sentences begins with the introductory here and there. Introductory here and there. For example, we say, here comes a hero or comes our hero. So here comes our hero. What do you think this kind of sentences? I hope everyone understands this is exclamatory sentence. So in exclamatory sentences, when there is here in the introductory part, in the beginning, this kind of sentences, whenever there is here, there goes our hero, we can say, right? Here comes our hero. So whenever there is here and there in the introductory part, you will, in the introductory part, okay? Intro part. So this is in the short form. You will use present indefinite tense. Alright? So we have 4 things which, let's just summarize it. The first one is habitual fact. Any kind of habitual activities has to be expressed in present indefinite tense. The second one we have is any kind of truth. Any kind of universal truth which is accepted universally has to be expressed in present indefinite tense. Then the third one we have is expressing the near future. Anything which will happen in the near future, which is going to happen in the near future, even though it is in the future tense, sometimes we can express it in present indefinite tense. And the fourth one we have is introductory part. Whenever you get here and there in an exclamatory sentence, that sentence has to be present indefinite tense. So we have just summarized 4 important parts of present indefinite tense, and others are like some important words which you have to remember, or you can say those, you can call them words also, you can call them adverb, like some kind of adverb, okay? Some important adverbs which you all have to remember to put it into present indefinite tense. And if you get this kind of adverbial words, okay, then that tense will always be present indefinite tense, because in correct tense they will give you something like that in the bracket, alright? And then you have to check the sentence. The verb will be given in the bracket, you have to check the sentence, and if in the sentence you get this kind of words, then that sentence will surely be present indefinite tense. So here we have some very important words. They are often, usually, then we have generally, daily, once a week, once a month, okay, once a year, this kind of word, alright? So, W-E-E-K, week, once a week, so this kind of words you will always find in present indefinite tense. So now we have, if I give you an example, if I say the journal or the magazine appears once a month. Appears once a month. So here you have to use present indefinite tense. Or I can say, the boy often comes to school. right? This is present indefinite tense. The word often is there. So you have to keep in mind that often, usually, generally, daily, when this kind of word, once a week, once a month, once a year, when this kind of words or phrases or adverb of frequency comes in a sentence, the sentence has to be present indefinite tense. So this you have to know. Next is like the verb see, the verb feel. Okay, this kind of the verb see, the verb feel. This kind of sentences, this kind of words doesn't take ing form. Okay, these words, these verbs cannot take ing form in certain cases. Okay, they are verbs of perception, and verbs of perception cannot be used in ing form. So in case if you get this kind of words that will remain in the present indefinite tense, you cannot put ing and make it into present continuous. So that will be given later in the later part. So now this is present indefinite tense, and its uses in a very short and in a summarized way, because if you do longer it will become a headache for everyone. So that was the important part which I taught, and then later on I will show you how it is being used. Now we will move on to present continuous. Present continuous is again it's much easier. The pattern is subject. In present continuous, we will use be verb, is, am, are, plus first form of the verb, ing, object. This is the pattern. Present continuous tense. Subject, is, am, are, be verb. The present form of be verb will be coming here. Then we have first form of the verb, ing, and object. So this is present continuous tense. Now, in present continuous tense, we just have to remember few things. First is to express an action that is planned or arranged to take place in the near future. To express an action that is planned or arranged to take in the near future. So here there is a great confusion sometimes for students, that is present indefinite also to express an action in the near future. Now present continuous also to express an action in the near future. There is a confusion, right? So here to express an action that is planned or arranged to take place in the near future, that you can like the school is opening tomorrow, right? We also can say the school opens tomorrow, present indefinite. In the same way, we also can say the school is opening tomorrow. So both are correct, right? Both ways you can do when you are asked to change the tense or correct the tense, no matter what will be correct. But the subtle differences between these two is present indefinite and present continuous is present indefinite does not speak about planning or fixed or timing, okay? The time or the plan thing is not at all mentioned in present indefinite. It is indefinite. But in present continuous, mostly plan and time will be mentioned. That is the subtle differences between two, and both ways, if you get incorrect tense, you can use in both ways. If you get a sentence, you can both change into present indefinite also, present continuous also. Now, to express an action that is planned or arranged to take place in the near future, let's just put up an example. We can say, he is starting for Mumbai tomorrow. That means he is starting for Mumbai tomorrow, means he will be going Mumbai, like he will start from Mumbai tomorrow. Tomorrow he is going to go, tomorrow he is going to leave, right, for Mumbai. But why are we using present continuous tense? We are using present continuous tense because that entire trip is planned and fixed. So a thing which is fixed and planned should be used in present continuous tense. That is our first point. Then we have second one. The second one is when a future event is part of a settled plan. We have already settled a plan of going somewhere tomorrow, and in this big plan, one small plan is being put for tomorrow. So this kind of plan should be expressed in present continuous tenses. So for now, for present continuous tense, this is the first thing you have to know, and then this is the pattern that you have to know. These two will be enough. Present continuous tense is not in much uses, and these two will be enough. Okay, now we will be doing present perfect Present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is, the pattern is subject, we have has or have, third form of the verb, object. This is the pattern. In the be verb used in present perfect tense is has or have. That you have to remember. In present continuous tense we use the be verb is, am, are. In present perfect tense we use has and have. Has is used with third person singular and have is used with second person and first person. So this is what we have to remember. What is third person singular? You all know. He, she, it, they. So they is, again, it's not singular, it's plural. So you will use have with they, and you have he, she, it, they are singular. So you will use has with them, and the other remaining will be with have. So we have present perfect tense, and present perfect tense, you have to note it down. Many things here that you have to know is, first thing you have to know about present perfect tense is, it has got, it is used with action that has just been completed. The uses of present perfect tense is, it is used with action that has just been completed. Action that has just been completed. Action that has just been completed. Just now, a while ago, when you complete an action, that is still in the present time, so you can say present perfect. In the present time, you have perfected an action just a while ago. For example, we can say the bell has rung. Just 2 minutes ago, the bell rang, so you can express that the bell has rung. So the first thing you have to know about present perfect tense is, it is used with action that has just been completed. Now the second point. This is number one. Rule number one. Rule number two, we have the second point that we have to know is, to indicate an action that has been continuing from the past up to the present moment. Indicate an action. Okay? Indicate an action that has been continuing from the past till the present moment. To indicate an action that has been continuing from the past till the present moment. For example, let me just explain you in an example. Example is, he has lived in Guwahati for 10 years. He has lived in Guwahati or Guwahati is it? For 10 years. So now we have a sentence which is, he has lived in Guwahati for 10 years. So the person is still living in Guwahati since 10 years back till now, right? So he has lived in Guwahati for 10 years. So this, another important fact you have to know about all the perfect tenses is, whether it is present perfect or future perfect, for and since is always used. It is used in perfect and perfect continuous tenses. Future, present, past, all the perfect, for and since is used. Future perfect, present perfect, past perfect. Here also you have to use for and since. So he has lived in Guwahati for 10 years. So now you have is, this for is used in perfect tense, and we use two things here. First one is, present perfect tense is used with an action which has just completed. Then the second one is, it indicates an action that has been continuing from the past till the present. From the past an action started, and till now, till the present, the action is continuing. In this kind of situation, you will use present perfect tense. So he has lived in Guwahati for 10 years. In the past, he is living in Guwahati, continued in the past, and till now the action is continuing. He is still living in Guwahati. So you are expressing out in present perfect with has and third form of the verb and for. Since and for always comes. And remember, since is used with point of time and for is used with period of time. 10 years, 30 years, 4 months, 5 months, it's a period of time you are going to use for. And since it's just a point of time at 8 a.m., at 8 o'clock, right? Since yesterday, just a point of time. Now we have the third one. There are some adverbials which are commonly used in present perfect tense. And that is ever, never, never. These students can note it down. Ever, never. Then we have often, already, lately. Often, already, lately, etc. Ever, never, often, already, lately, etc. Then we have, we also have some more adverbials like since, yesterday, since last month, for the last month. Then we have today, tonight, this week. So these are some adverbials which are used in present perfect tense. Another very common thing used in present perfect tense is just. The word just is a common thing which is used in present perfect tense. So when you correct tense and when you get just in the sentence, then you can come up with the idea that that has to be in present perfect tense. This used with adverbials like what I wrote, just now also. Okay, just now is another one. Then we have yet, already, lately, ever, never, which I have already mentioned. Yet also. Yet is another one. Very commonly used with present perfect tense. Yet, just. Then we have just now, already, lately. These are some of the things which are commonly used with present perfect tense. So, present perfect continuous tense. It doesn't have much uses as it is too long. The uses nowadays in grammar is lessened because of this, but sometimes it may come in exams, so you better know it. Present perfect continuous tense, the pattern is subject, then you have, what is the pattern? In present perfect continuous tense, subject, has been, yeah, have been, has, have, plus been, plus first form of the verb, plus ing, plus object. So you have subject, then you have has or have, and has or have ke saath been will come, then first form of the verb will come, then you have to add, with the first form you have to add ing, then object. Present perfect continuous tense. It's a long one. So present perfect continuous, just to make you know, okay, I just want to explain it and so that you will understand. It is an action which you begin sometime in the past. Sometime in the past you started an action, and in the present also the action is continuing, and in the future it may extend. Action started in the past, continued in the present, and the future you may extend in the future. That is called present perfect continuous tense. I'll just put one example to make you understand, and here you will use since and for. Sometimes you see, I have been studying in this school since 2018. I have been studying in this school since 2018. So this is point of time. So this is since. If I say I have been studying in this school for 10 years. 10 years is a period of time, so I will use for. So basically since and for is used in present perfect continuous tense, and it is a must necessary. In present perfect, they may not use since and for sometimes, but in present perfect continuous tense, since and more is used. So, one example is given, and I told you present perfect continuous tense is an action which started in the past, sometime in the past, not long ago also, and then in the present it is continuing, and in the future it may extend. That is present perfect continuous tense. So this is the end of the four forms of present tense: present indefinite, present perfect, present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Now, let's just see some of the examples, okay, without looking at the examples, how tenses are being changed and how it is being corrected. Students cannot easily grab things or understand things. So let's just look down to some examples. I have some examples, that is some questions. I'll just put it here and then we'll just work it out on this. So here we have few sentences, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which has to be corrected. So we have he usually write in green ink. So this sentence, we have to check the sentence, what tense it is. It is present tense. It doesn't have any be verb. Subject is there, verb is there, object is there. It's a present tense, and on top of that we have the word usually. Right, the verb usually comes in which form of present tense? It comes in present indefinite tense. If the word usually is there, and that has to be present indefinite because it's something which you do, okay, in a habit. So he usually, the answer will be he usually writes in green ink because he is third person singular, you have to just change the verb into WRITES, writes. That's all. He usually writes in green ink. Now, she now go to school. So this is present indefinite. She now go to school. When the verb now is there, it's something happening right now in present. So when the verb, sorry, not verb, when the word now is there, the sentence has to be always present continuous tense. It has to be always present continuous tense. She now go to school. So what will be the answer? She is now, because she is singular, is present continuous, is MR you have to use. She is now, go plus ing, going. She is now going to school. So the answer is, she is now going to school. She is now going to school. Now is there, that is why it has to be present continuous tense. Next, we have the girl sing for an hour. For is there. For comes in. Since and for comes in perfect, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, or perfect continuous. So here the girl sing for an hour. So you can say the girl has been, the girl is third person singular, has been, present perfect continuous tense, singing. The girl has been singing for an hour. Finished. So anywhere there is for and since, you have to change into perfect continuous tenses, present perfect or past perfect. According for past perfect, you will come to know later in the next class. In past perfect, there are some when and after uses. Then only you can change into past perfect continuous tense. Other than that, remaining one, you have to always change it into present perfect continuous tense if there is for and since. Now, water boiled at 100 degrees centigrade. This is present indefinite tense. As you know, there is no be verb, nothing. Water is just, so boil will change into boils. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. That is the correction. Then we have the train just arrived, the next one. The word just is there. As I have told you, if the word just is there, then the sentence has to be changed into present perfect tense. Just always will push to present perfect tense. So, the train just arrived. What is the present perfect tense? The train, present perfect means has or have. The train is singular, has will come. The train has just, and arrived will change into ed. As it is perfect, the verb will become third form, arrived. The train has just arrived. Then we have, I finished the word already. The word already is there. The word already also comes in present perfect. I have already mentioned and given you some words which are used in present perfect. So this will change into present perfect. I is, you are going to use with I what? Have. I is first person, so you will use have. I have, then finish will change into finished, ed. I have finished the word already. So that's it. I hope you can understand from here how things are done. And like everybody will understand. So for today, that's all. We'll come up with past and future in the next coming classes with tenses, which will make you more clearer. Thank you. Have a nice day.